A bombshell revelation has rocked the financial world, throwing investors, politicians, and institutions into a frenzy. After years of battling to develop its own digital currency, the European Central Bank is currently in full-blown panic mode. Insiders in Brussels are speculating about a move so audacious and desperate that it would permanently alter the character of money in Europe. These sources claim that the ECB is formally abandoning its own failed CBDC project in favor of using Ripple's XRP as a workaround. Yes, the digital euro will not be created from the ground up. It will be based on XRP, and not at a very low price, but at a staggering $50,000 per coin. It's more than just a rumor. This idea is being developed in European backrooms. The Eurozone has conceded defeat, acknowledged that it cannot match Ripple's ledger's technological superiority, and is now compelled to declare XRP the continent's financial backbone. There is more to the dollar versus euro XRP alliance than simply money. The future of Western civilization in the new financial order is at stake, as are geopolitics and relationships. Let's now examine the real operation of this peg. XRP's $50,000 peg isn't based on conjecture. It has to do with the mathematics of liquidity. Europe needs a high enough XRP valuation to manage such movements with little disturbance to supply, if it is to replace trillions in euro settlement value. There isn't enough liquidity at the current price to support the economy of an entire continent. However, each XRP can suddenly carry a significant transactional weight at $50,000. Millions of settlement flows can be represented by a single XRP. That is where the peg's genius lies. It isn't random, it's structural. In order to meet its financial needs, Europe is essentially manipulating the value of XRP. Additionally, they ensure the stability and supply required to enforce the peg by establishing a common EU Ripple treasury. Once viewed as a liability, Ripple's escrow is now a weapon of peg defense, a means for releasing or absorbing liquidity as required. What does this signify for individual investors then? The devoted owners of XRP who have endured years of mockery and derision. It signifies vindication, then. It's a sign of fate. Unexpectedly, the people who stacked XRP when it was cheap, when the SEC was suing, and when critics believed it was dead, are now shaping Europe's future. The world's most precious financial instrument is suddenly in your possession as the individual holder, acknowledged and supported by the European Central Bank. According to analysts, this peg has the potential to produce more billionaires than any other event in contemporary history. Imagine waking up with only 20 XRP and discovering it is worth $1 million. No doubt about it. Imagine owning $1,000 worth of XRP and discovering that you now have power over $50 million, which is set by the European Union. This peg generates that type of wealth transfer. However, the urgency is evident. The peg has not yet been made official. The announcement is on the horizon, and the documents are still being signed, and the price will be set in stone when it does. This indicates that the window is closing quickly. Prices don't pump and dump during a typical bull run. It's not a cycle, it's a reset. The market as we know it ends when XRP is pegged. Retailers will never again be able to purchase anything under $50,000. The supply will disappear into government coffers, institutional vaults, and the gearbox of the new financial system in Europe. You might never own XRP at all if you don't hold it before the peg is revealed. Because of this, insiders are referring to this as the last chance before Europe shuts the gates and declares XRP its property. Ignore the Eurozone. The XRP zone is about to enter. The global financial landscape has changed as a result of the ECB's panic move. There are now challenges to the dollar. There are other threats besides the yuan. XRP is the foundation of the new world, and the first shot has come from Europe. Every financial decision, settlement and transaction in the Eurozone now goes through the XRP ledger, which is fixed at $50,000. As the digital euro, it is protected by Ripple. It's not a test. A pilot is not what this is. This is history being made in the now, and it's an easy question to ask yourself. Will you be watching or will you be taking part? Because the game is done as soon as the peg is revealed. XRP won't be able to be touched. The euro is no longer relevant. The traditional financial system is perishing. XRP is the new world that has arrived. You have some control over the decision, but not for long. It will be announced soon. It is a permanent peg, and the shift of wealth has already started. Greetings from the XRP zone. Please keep in mind that I do not hold a financial advisor license. These videos only contain content that is meant to be entertaining. Before making any financial decisions, I always advise viewers to do their own research and speak with experts. Many thanks for listening. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Additionally, to be the first to know when I post new stuff, make sure you enable the alerts. I can't wait to see you again in the next video. Be careful.